Today, we're going to build automation in Pipedrive that adds contacts to a Kixie PowerList, so you can start dialing leads faster without having to switch tabs. Check it out. Okay, first step, we actually need to go to the automations section in Pipedrive. So we'll click on the bottom left corner over here and click on this ellipsis symbol and click on automations. So the first thing we need to do before we even start building our automation is we need to create a webhook. Basically, this is a way to send information from Pipedrive to Kixie. So we'll click on webhooks and we're gonna add a webhook. So in the top right corner and select automated webhook because we intend to use this in automation. So click on automated webhook and you don't need a username or password. As a matter of fact, I recommend you don't have one. And then go ahead and just give it a name. So we'll just call this like Kixie add to PowerList. Make it something that's easy for you to recognize because you're gonna need to select this later on when you're building your automation. And this is also something that you can reuse in different automations. So you can kind of treat this like a reusable asset. Like we're essentially creating a Kixie add to PowerList action in our Pipedrive automation builder. Okay, so we gave it a name. Now we need the endpoint URL. This is actually something that you can find on the Kixie website. We have like an API section. So I'll start from the beginning. Here's the main homepage. Click on resources and go to developer. The actual URL is just kixie.com/developer. It's real easy to remember. Come over here to the automations section, and we're gonna find the add to PowerList API. So Pipedrive just asked us for an endpoint. So we're gonna take the endpoint from over here. This is where it is. Don't click on copy because copy is gonna copy the whole payload. And all we want right now is just this endpoint over here. So we're gonna scroll to the end. We're going to select our endpoint. And we're gonna come over here. We're gonna paste it, / and I can hit save. Cool, okay. We've created our webhook. Now we need to go into the automation builder. So we go to automations and we'll click on add a new automation. And so for the trigger, we'll just do something basic like lead added, person added. We'll do lead. You're probably dialing leads. So the trigger is gonna be really simple. You can make the trigger whatever makes the most sense for you. Maybe it's a deal that reaches a certain stage or a new deal that gets created. I'm just gonna go with the lead added. So I apply the trigger and now all we need is our action step. So we just built the action. That's actually what we were just creating in the webhook section. So over here, I'm gonna type in webhook and I'm gonna find the webhook that we just created. I don't need to do anything here. I can just skip this and hit next. And here it is, Kixie add to PowerList, the one that we just saved. So I click here. Now we need to tell them what the method is. The method is post, which is also written over here in the API docs. Post, great. And now we actually need to use all this. So once we get to this body section, don't click on key value, click on raw. And we're just gonna copy and paste this whole area. So here we go. Make sure you don't click on this little, or that you don't copy this little backtick over here. We're gonna start right here, go all the way down, and we're gonna end it right here. And we're gonna come over and just paste the whole thing. So now, even though this looks like a bunch of like data garbage, we're essentially just doing field mapping. Like if you've ever used Pipedrive or Zapier before, we're doing the same thing. Like target is phone number. So we're gonna map the Pipedrive contacts phone number into this field. I'm gonna get rid of this placeholder phone number that we have. I'm gonna clear that out. And then in order to actually tell Kixie, this is the phone number you need to call, we need to map in, this is called data mapping, the Pipedrive contacts phone number. So in the bottom right corner of this box over here, I click on this icon, and now I can see all the leads information. So I'm gonna type in phone number, and here's their phone number. So I'll click here, and now I have their phone number, and I'm saying, hey, call this number, PowerList, and see all this other information like first name, last name, job title, company name, email, and so forth and so forth. You can map all the data the same way. So now I just go ahead, and one more thing that I need to do is I need to pick which PowerList for this to go to. And I need to tell the API which Kixie PowerList to send this lead to through the PowerList ID. So I'm gonna go to the dashboard. And for every PowerList that you create, the ID is over here to the left. Just copy it, come back to your automation, and where it says PowerList ID, put the ID between these two quotes. And now you're basically gonna send this lead into this specific PowerList and you're mapping all of their information so your reps will be able to see that in the Power Dialer while they're making their phone calls, so they don't need to necessarily jump into Pipedrive just to know the basic information of who they're talking to. Now I just click apply action, and that's actually it. All that's left is to save the workflow, turn it on, and you're done. And that's all it takes to build automation in Pipedrive that adds your contacts to a Kixie PowerList. Simple, seamless, and built for speed. If you found this helpful, give the video a like, drop a comment if you have questions, and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks.